Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Josh Blackwell to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year. Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
3rd and 2, Williams. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, he's got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Able to find right. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Running it with David Montgomery. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Bears in the nickel, 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one complete to St. Brown. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, Goff. buying some time. And Goff finds the field on a slide after finding enough for the first.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First down throw from Goff. Has the connection to right. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On first down, it's Gibbs. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Defense showing blitz. Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down Bears.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Working from the gun, Williams. He'll try and run this. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Williams with the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They're going to run here. Kyle Monunga. dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Williams going to run with it. Across the 40. Nice run here. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Bears, first down. First and 10.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
First down, here's Swift. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying grounded with Swift. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. On target to Moore. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bears, first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. We'll start on the ground. Who gives? Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Taken down.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is a heater going deep. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. He gets loose down the right side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner. but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Bears nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's tackled.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Williams from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Behind the line, he lost that football. And the Lions have recovered it.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's to Laporta again. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Gibbs now from the gun. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. No run here. It's Montgomery. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Goff to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was hoping to get it to Isaac Teslaw there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Intended for
Thought he had a
Sam
touchdown
Laporta.
there.
Incomplete.
And that brings up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
You know what that route is called, right,
goal.
Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Bates' kick is up and good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Kid, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, like just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
He was brought down.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
The ball carrier.
A gain of about 3, so a 3rd of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd down, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Lions take over.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. On 1st down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Goff back to throw. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
29-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Long for him here. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This one from 47 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears about set for their next possession. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. And the Lions are there to bring him down. Drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Now Williams. That's more of the catch out left. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Pickup. And the Bears first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Sticking in the air. It's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Complete to DeAndre
Translatable
Swift.
skills. That's
It's a
what you
gain
call
of
it.
8.
So effective
Brings
as a
up
runner,
second and
but
2.
those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Williams again. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. That's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. To throw, Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
A 24-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you could do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here's the final play of our first half. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, just keep stepping on that gas?
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing is gone. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Gibbs. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits his running back. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
A gain of 11
You can earn your money in the NFL league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp. You're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days. When you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll go for it. Goff. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
18.
So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Check.
On 1st down, it's gone. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for Detroit first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Tight end going in motion here. Now try Gibbs again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And Lions make it a 24-point ball game.
27. Bears 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Chicago getting set to take the field now. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's brought down at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. One in behind center with Swift. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
So 1st down from the 41. Williams to throw. Odunze's got it right side. And they bring him down around the 34.
To number 15, Will Odunze. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Williams from the gun. That's to Odunze again. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
1st down, Williams to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. To throw is Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Looking from the gun, Williams. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Manungai will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Toss play, Swift. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears start the 2nd half with some needed points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams trying to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bears is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
2nd and 17 at the 19-yard line.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one, and they've got the football too. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Brings up 3rd down.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. To Slaw, the man in motion. Goff now, 3rd and long. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. Lot of mess on the move here. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, it's Gibbs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Gibbs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. On him quick, and they bring him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
A big loss on the play.
Oh, that's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss, really rules out that kind of decision.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Bates' kick is up and good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. Play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
the gut, they go with Gibbs. And he has this down to the 34. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
That's just not
First
the guy
and 10
defensively
at the
you ever
34-yard
want in the open
line.
field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Offense is set. This is second and 2. Out of the shotgun. Goff finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
He was brought down by Dominique Robinson. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the Bears' 15-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Shotgun snap here to go. He brings it in. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
This one to Williams out left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions, well, they can probably just run away and hide. So now, here's third and goal. They'll run. It's Gibbs. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5.
Gibbs, the ball carrier.
It's a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing fourth down play.
On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Bates' kick is up and good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Blackwell now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
The 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. There he is on 3rd and short. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 now from the 46. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it'll be first down Bears.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's Williams again. Completed over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Williams. It connects down the sideline. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for
they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure that missed win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Design quarterback run here. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.